and a good evening to you. Happy Easter Monday. Hey, I trust you are all well. My name is Yafoda Tobra. Yes, welcome to Reflections for a Thirsty Soul this Monday evening. We are technically off this week until Sunday, April the 11th, but I'm here to do an introduction to my new book that came out on March the 24th. So I'll pull up my banners. And our title today is Introducing the Beauty of a Woman's Heart. Just do it. But before we go ahead, let me share to a few groups and then we'll come and have a chat. I trust you had a good Easter break. Well, for myself, I'm off this week. So yes, I love being off because you're not, what do you call it? You're not enslaved to your alarm clock. But yeah, I wish retirement would hurry up and come. Anyway, just I'm going to take a few moments to share to groups, like I said. So yeah, the COVID saga continues. We had Easter without family. You couldn't. Well, I mean, I know there's people who probably did whatever, but basically, it's you can't hobnob with people outside of your family members. So, I mean, you can meet and go for walks and that, but we wait. Yes, it seems to get more serious each time you hear, you listen to the news. But hey, what can we do? We just roll with the punches, as they say. Yes. Sometimes I share and I forget people. Hold on. Who did I miss? I think. Just give me a sec. It's it's funny how you can't talk and share. Oh, I'm just trying to make sure I don't share I don't share twice to the same group. Okay, and then again too, I have a few people that I always forget to share to my wall. So let me do that just right now. And then I'll share to a few other friends who join us for these lives. Okay, I think I'm done. Whatever I didn't do, I'll catch up with it later. So, again, welcome. So, this is Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. It's based on my first book. This book came out last April 2020, and we started doing lives and book chats from May till about October or so. And then we stopped, and then we started sharing lives ahead of this book, my second book, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart, which just came out last March 24th, like I said. So we've been doing lives on Sundays. We'll resume on Sunday. And the other lives we do on here are Rise Up Woman. I do that with Miss Amajo Shaila Adamson on Thursdays. And on Tuesday evenings, I do Practical Nyamisem. I do that by myself on Tuesday evenings based on the Christian faith and my issue that I have. And the disclaimer is that I'm not perfect, but I see that the way we worship God and the things that we do seem to be, opposite of each other. So I just come and share what I feel to be practical and realistic in my heart of hearts. These days we don't like the truth. So when you speak the truth, you get into a whole whack of trouble. Yeah. So the title for today is, I'm introducing, my spelling is off, eh? Let's see, I'm introducing The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. And let's see, Introducing the Beauty of a Woman's Heart. And the caption, the subtitle is Just Do It. So here is the book. So I had told the publishers, they asked me what ideas I wanted for the book cover. And I said, well, maybe a woman with a heart, headgear, this and that. And they brought me 3 options. And they were all quite captivating, but I chose this one. And most of the people in my little poll that I did opted for this. So here it is. And I must say, I was very delighted when I saw it, because when I go to the library to pick up books, what I tend to do is I look for books that have a certain kind of print that speaks to me, that I can read, easy to read. So this here seems to be large print, and there's a lot of room, like there's reflections, and then there's a lot of room for you to comment. So this book here is geared, like it says, a beauty of a woman's heart. It would appear that it's just geared towards women, but men can also read it. If anything, it will teach you more about nuances or give you insights into how women think, what they feel, that type thing. I'm not an expert, but I wrote this based on my own experiences, right? And what I know from the people, or just life experiences. And so it will teach you how to relate with your sisters or with your spouses. So certainly don't feel that it's gender-based and you don't have to read it. No, anybody can read this book. So yes, here's the book cover, as I said. And the back cover says, "The Beauty of a Woman's Heart" is my second publication. It is a faith-based book but can be read by any woman. It is full of inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. Women are nurturers and caretakers, but sometimes neglect to take time for themselves. This book offers deep insights about the need for rest and rejuvenation. It inspires you to live your best life. It is full of reflective questions for the reader to ponder over and answer. So what I'll do is I'll just read a little bit from the inside page. I won't read everything, apart from, oh yes. Oh, hello, Amajo. Welcome. Happy Easter. How's your Easter going? I just came on to share about the book ahead of us coming back on Sunday. So I'm just reading the foreword. So, a woman's heart, and this is what I write. A woman's heart is a beautiful thing, a precious gift from God. It is full of boundless love. Women tend to be the nurturers and nourishers of humanity. We build up, encourage, or may create confusion due to a lack of purity and peace in our hearts. What do I mean by purity? A heart that is full of kindness, seeking the good of others instead of itself. A heart that is at peace with oneself due to the presence of God working in her life, a secure woman. The world we live in now is full of selfishness, hatred, and wickedness. It will take a conscious effort on a woman's part to cultivate her heart amidst the confusion of our times. How do you cultivate the art of loving selflessly, even when that love may not be returned? It takes the grace of God through time spent in His Word, active is in quotes, an active prayer life, and the support of like-minded women. It is important to slow ourselves down and deal with the turbulence in our hearts, discontentment, disappointment, rejection, and unfulfilled expectations. Life is not about making life is not about others making us happy all the time. It is about bringing ourselves and our relationships bringing our hearts wholeheartedly into all our relationships. We must constantly be in the habit or process of guarding our hearts, for out of it springs the issues of life, the Bible verse. How can we pour ourselves into others when we are full of ourselves? It is the Holy Spirit who can help us empty us of self and become other in quotes, other-centered and loving. This process takes time, but it is a work we must be willing to do. It involves a great deal of sacrifice. May He give His women that grace. With that, I welcome you to the beauty of a woman's heart. So the table of contents, this book is in 4 parts. We have the Keeping It Real series. And then the second part, part 2, is Comfort for the Weary Woman's Soul. Part 3 is Dear Woman's Corner. And then we have the part, if I can find it, part 4 is Woman Empowered. So it is 254 pages in all. And it's going to be a good read. With the Reflections of a Thirsty Soul, when I wrote it, I didn't go through the book word for word myself because I knew. Hello, Missy. Happy Easter. Welcome. I hope you're well. Because I knew, like, I've been writing it, so I knew most of, you kind of know what you've written, even though you don't know it word for word, but you wrote it, so it's in the book. But with this one, what I did is that I put in reflections based on a recommendation that I said YAA Russell had made. So, and because the book is so easy to, It's an easy read. Like if you get a copy, you'll know it's big print. And so there's lots of room also to write your thoughts and that. So I'll be doing that exercise too myself. So here it is again, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. And I've forgotten to put up my banner to show where you can get it. Where are we? Okay. It is on Amazon US, Amazon Canada, France, Spain, Germany, Italy, and Innovi Books, the publishers, also has it online. There's a lot, it's in a lot of bookstores across the world, but I can't put them all on the ticker. So just most people know of Amazon, so that's what we'll go with. So with that, I thought I'd use this opportunity just to come and share some thoughts and to encourage somebody out there. Oh, happy Easter, Miss Sage. How are you? So, yes, if you had asked me 3 years ago, 4 years ago, if I would have written a book by this time, I'd have said no. It wouldn't have crossed my mind. I do writing, but Miss Sage, Missy Chiao, I do writing, but I hadn't given that much thought. So today, despite even COVID being around, I took the courage and I've managed to put out 2 books. The second book, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart, technically would have been part of this one, but I found that it was too big, so I had to split them up. And because I'm so green in the area of publishing, I didn't know anything about it when I decided, like my son pushed me because he says, are you just going to keep writing, posting blogs to Facebook? Do the writing, I was going through a lot at the time. And I'll make a disclaimer. Tonight, I'm going to be as open and honest as I possibly can be. A lot of times with our people, if there's individuals who come on your wall and there are people you know and they may relate to the situation in your past that you're talking about, as Ghanaians, your family say, oh, or TV soon, or Facebook now, oh, dear, Temanasa, Obo Ekutia, no. The point is, I believe that if we share our stories, people can learn from it and not make the same mistakes. Because for me, I'm not about slamming people. I tell the truth. But I've realized that even in some of the environments that I've been in church, they don't appreciate you if you're a truth speaker. But the truth, they are they as we say, so tonight, I'm going to just say it as it is. So anyway, I was going through a lot because I don't know if some of you have heard me talk about having spent 30, well, I wrote it the other day and Amajo said I spent too long, having been in Ghana, 2 Ghana churches for a total of 13 years. Because the way we are raised, it takes us a long time to make a move because of fear or because we're in our comfort zone or because we don't just have the courage to do what we think is best for us. It's always somebody outside of ourselves who seem to determine what we need to do with our lives. And when it comes to spiritual matters, oh, it's worse because we've bought into the syndrome of, oh, your spiritual father, your papa saying to do anything contrary, and not the debida. Nature say, oh, crying your becca so friend no me abu so. So anyway, at that time, like, oh, sorry, Me so no that time I'm a kwa so me you'll be like I don't know how to explain it. Me penya me sempa, I like the word of God. See me kwa sorry ma me de me hu nyina just but hanom ya me kopu no na wo push so who say just any power ho omo you nice people but it's like obia everybody does their thing, nobody is interested or wants to be zealous the way you want. You are crashing, you are what's going on? Can we push it? But also na kakra, yeah, ma be here, but it's not much. You are not going. Ushemu. Into a do stage, just say, call me, who say you be before no. So when you go into an environment in the first while, no, when they see you and you are hardworking, you are this, you are that, oh, you are everything is great. But they do stage with then you want be a hikakra or something, whatever it is, nature say you become enche bia na you become persona non grata wohu enti no te ho enti no wo so wakwa asori so osum nyame so inside you you are not happy, you are tense, you are becoming full of bitterness and resentment, and it doesn't work well for worshiping God. You have to worship God in a pure heart. So it comes to a point Abeka Cho say I need to get out. So at that time, it means, like something that I love to do, when people put these things in my way, it becomes a problem for me. And my son said to me, Mom, you better forget about these people and focus on your writing. In this time, I started to tell myself something very important. Say, as you, especially your chrome, for we have to realize, say, and yeah, sorry, I'll call and I do ever call heaven. Because I sorry, I'll call no crowd, be do hono, a bedu stage, not tie your time when any idea. Now, me some of the near the aton chain, you have to decide for yourself what you want to do. Until me come here, yes, and I'm saying, okay, till pushing, I'm saying, no, I better look into this. But that time, no, like I am me too quiet, me name a bad girl called Montoya, back, I'm saying, no. I contacted Freezing Press. But when I contacted them, I was a novice. Me, myself, I don't know anything about publishing. Once they told you this is the price you pay, but without marketing. It's me fun to try marketing. So now there was more to it, right? So anyway, like the way I was explaining before about being in an environment, I wrote notes, right? But yeah, like you are in a lot of pain because you are frustrated. You are not being given thank you, Missy. You're not being given the opportunity to develop. Also, so you don't want to be stagnant. Nyame na ebe som no nyame de wo som na you're supposed to get hotter and hotter. And so to hona uja edum. Like for how long? Until like if you don't break out from it, you'll be permanently stuck and you can't live your best life. Once I have to read some of my notes. You owe it to yourself to do what you are passionate about. Now, the Ami Hunu said, "Told be a year before no." Our mentality is that anything that you do has to be a sorry based. And if you are doing anything for yourself now, it's looked at as no dear, or be you're on some yame, but you are an individual before you went into the church. There's church matters and there's your stuff. Because nyame bo by reality that you have to come and do something with yourself. Now, and if we realize that there are people sitting in our churches with gifts in them and you don't want to use them and you suppress them, look, me no ye de aye me antimate ase otimase he I'm sorry first am call to da bia wo na bia see a ma position bi so no obi wo ho na ho ototo ne ma no ye ne metu ne ye de amon no so de awo ye no whatever you are given to do you do it very well, but they at the end of the day no and your nkoso ne ye pe so uti ye na put somewhere where they nurture you, they push you, it's all well and good, but me no like said yeah me kaya ma jwase mo kaya no I laugh because it is true say eche na me hwedin na me see the stage of life that I've reached me to me sum nyame going this way nti though ekoye no de ekoba ne say na say ekodu brebi no me koko busa asem wa so dem ne yetete man no poto nti after that no ono so no sebe me kai sister wo mreko ase oka say ni kunu nyi obi a heba for kwa so de so onye sa ayifo no bi sa na me so me kunu ti pepepe nti wo ye niam say ya na basa mu abu otimase he got so discouraged and that was the end of that nti ye di fi ho nti ye fi ho na fe me na me no mabeye nipa bone, but it's okay because the American is a testimony in the sense say now these churches move for 13 years. And so in the 3 years that I've left, is more than what I was doing when I was in those churches combined. And in interest, no, and wa chedi anyame a show muno, what it's now sa de hun sa won kasa, and you'll be stuck forever. Into me, my story, and I'm talking about this and I'm relating it to women, especially with regards to the church and regards to your family or marriage life too. And so if you are there and you know there's a passion in you and you've not found it, or because of excuses or fear of men, you are not working on it. I would to me who say your soul, you'll never be happy in your soul till you discover that passion and work at it. Yes, it will not make us say it's more imperative if you are a woman. I'm speaking to Ajo Doalande. Hello, sis. Make comments in amen to us. So it's a real talk, but my thoughts are the forces for us with clear minds and pure hearts are greater than the forces against us. It's a yato. But I personally do not live my life to please others, and I do not give a damn what they feel about me because they do not feed me, nor do they care for my family, period. Or do what brings me joy and focus on what you do. I do what brings me focus and brings me joy and focus on what are important, to do, I guess. Yeah. I know it's true. But just say asem no can what can every chiri na nipa because and yeah easy, it hasn't been easy, but okay, to me, so focus on what's important to me, family, and those closer to me. Okay, thank you. Into what I was saying is it's imperative if you're a woman, and I'm speaking to women who are raised in a culture where the major achievement or accomplishment in life is to get married and have children. There's more for you. You can do it. Like always, I say, just do it. Because, dear woman, is being a missus all you yearn for or have to show in life. There's nothing wrong with being that. But, yedi nyamesom no, any culture no, yedi akanyashe. That's all that a young woman is supposed to aspire to or, have as their aim in life. Because, prepare who do person and men be feeling intimidated. So, stay put. Into a man one or know what you are doing. So almost they aid and abet the men can wash it. Yeah, that's how it works. Into marriage is not always a bed of roses. Me metna I'm a private person, say me who said I'm missing cannot, but I'll let you know, say our rear is not always a bed of roses. There's a lot of thorns along the way. There are a lot of thorns. Yes. Sometimes we struggle in marriage. And this obetna has restrictions, be a kokama. No, it's not like that. But the difference, a mappy beka no crachrewa. The difference is that if you've sold yourself, say, marriage, our is what I'm here for. And mankwan is what I'm here for. Things happen. Obema no betumi agyae Obema no betumi afi mu. Nkola no omo benyi omo beko. Me ameti ho kasa yi no. Me ba bema waware owo ma miensa otene baby. Me mama mienu na aka omo awie school omo be ware omo beko. Enti no so me be me ho aware na wo behwe okunu ni behwe. He doesn't breathe for you. You don't breathe for him. Enti no you have to find something else outside of waware ne oma that you call your own. And to me, my and I have to say the story today. And he said, in all my life, I've never made myself a victim, but mekano as it is. People see you as something that you haven't even seen yourself to be. And yes, when him tells you kind of say, but because when I'm baby cool, what you say, and to own your into people and to know. So there's something in you that nipa hua. Then it threatens or intimidates them. And they always try to bring you down. I've had it happen to me so many times. Madam Fubroni be yes, thank you, Miss you. Yeah, we should find ourselves and have a goal in life. Very important. Madam Fubi, Amajo will know Red Deer is just 1.5 hours out of Edmonton. Brony. Na many years and years ago, na city round daycare be intimidate 3 months probation to make us see a be farmer. It's retro no more can say more can you be. Uncle coming to us, Obronio. Or catch and say director no Brony Bano. She's intimidated by you because you have a degree. And I'm saying, hey, I didn't say me. degree I me back home ha mo ka kire me say if you African tin is not worth what it me nko yes say me say na me say me nko ye hwe bro for na me sua no ho no eno a na maka na adwuma mu a mate na adwuma mu all these years what am I say I told the big bro for no kwa what say bro for na mu into know what is all this. So this woman was supposedly intimidated by me. I'm saying we are seven crony. Oh, these are some of the things I'm talking about. The American says, say, you are in a situation where people try to suppress you and put you down. Now you're more and more said you sit here timid or bad timid says, one share ya. The better no, and yet usra they are only a kukudura. You never do anything. You never do anything. Yes, intimidation there's everywhere, even in our church. Yeah. Into when you know, yeah, the other kind of extra. Into I'm talking to women, say, you know something? Find yourself, munjana mi kuna, say, hey, it's good to love your husband. It's good for him to love you, love your children every day. But at the end of the day, everybody came on this earth for a purpose. Nti no mo na mo so bo a soro odi ateme mo ma no a mo yese no be ma no ti ho no obo kra o de tena ho di mrs nti there be find yourself and live your true life anya me bo say be ye wo wiase ha no wo nti like I say no marriage is not always a bed of roses. There are thorns along the way too. Deep down in your soul you know something is missing. Some Mamle, good evening. Some are too scared to even dig deep to uncover what is missing. What you who say you are not happy. There's something you know you should be doing. If you say, my broach, even kwanya broach, I say, but what Ghana crabia, and can the baby or I should be doing it. You are not doing, you feel it, but because of timidity, any fear, any their society now can you don't want to search and work. Me pa cho, what do you, here I'm two book no to yeah. Copper way no now they kind of answer a few questions. Me say no when I read books and there's questions in it, I just answer it inside my head. The media quadro sem. But we know there's enough room for that in if you get the book, let's all right. I do say that's what I call confidence, and a woman with knowledge, emotional intelligence, and having your own identity says, thank you. And you're very important because you have to manage on your own 2 feet. And so to me, life is not guaranteed though. Just say, Obi and Cassie Bibi Abeko Rosie, and say BBC. Make I say me busu and be saying. Actually, busuani through my joka sembi na cheni a money so or not the decision of making it say or be won kola 3 because be as a BBC na warija na bibi and kola 3 there she can manage. There you have it. Now no what you say she has a plan. But how many of us plan? And remember no an yede ho to omuso. Do the work. Find out what your passion is. They say don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. Please don't go to your grave with your talent stuck inside you due to fear of breaking out. Mekani biowo, don't go to your grave with your talent stuck inside you due to fear of breaking out. Bible mu, there's a word be there, bioperism, breaking out. Is it something to do with David? Or could be a David call, yeah, well, Bible no mu baby, minkai baby a potting. And I continue by saying, yes, Mr. Womrekwa, this is for you. Say me how I dream me how pa and Mamle is for you too. And I do order you too. I say yes, break out, just do it. Say there's something you should share. The American is not just about writing or media is writing. Anything I make understand, it can be anything. Ama Joe has Shila's kitchen. And it's obu have photography, obu have flowers, this and that. Or person ye bibi. Na afro to her. Sikeni ho say near cansem. What am I say? You have to. Mrs. C, if we live this life without a plan, we'll get lost in life. Yes, exactly. Me pamucho it's 30 minutes now to young call commercial break near Mra. Hippo. Mabel, sorry, I have to take this off. Comments. Oh. I do hano de no maka trying to get the banner of me bo. In some na ye candidate just say all of us women, all these sisters, we come on ya kasa, but hopefully somebody is taking some. Thank you. There you have it. Reflections. Reflections. They are coming. The beauty of a woman's heart. It's noted, and God bless you for your positive encouragement. Thank you. And as someone here coming, it's not, it's not so easy, but you have to try because you are a woman in a relationship, or even if you are not, now helpless. Who's going to pull you up? What are you showing your children? From you. Oh. And I go on to say, all my life, I have found myself in situations of being dynamic before, being oppressed or being shut down for being too vocal. People can't handle what is inside you. They can't handle your shine. After a while, it gets tiring. And if you are not a strong person, you will give up, stuck in a box. I do the box now, you can in quotes, society box, no. You can go around all the four corners, but one yes, will get you out. Then you are stuck. That's it for you. I got tired of people taking what was mine and giving it to others. People are brow, be bow, see a no nedia. Me kaisa buy we be an amenene a juma. Time I me back it already 23 years. It's a time I buy maternity leave. No, now. Yes, you are me active or me juma. Into me back no me work maternity leave na me supervisor me manager or friend me no so position be banty say me pair me or try me not my apply banty hwe bi o so me so my busy me will face that time no no strike o say ko pushi bibi me be call ya abayo na no ye medwuma no ono akodu level 3 maame ba ko bi so excuse me to say kwadwofo bi so ono so level 3 me gina 2 me me supervisor kan on me argument, oh level 3 you're hiding. Then I'm just sure. Na me jina hono full said then. Me try near my job this yim class me pass me writing me job or si pui. They try and say do baby we reorganize na me ba sa level. So I say mo makada me say ye ba back ma me na sre kokwa akwasa o si oh you kind say I guess menya promotion out of the deal. Na me hwe ni bi na me sre na me say yes. Me ma me say we asimu aye won say baby ye there. Nobody can take it away from you. Nyamenti. Namsi you don't. Namso sa mama we nim. It didn't take long. Oh yes, I was me ban me 97 to me back. Me say 98, 99 only had me promotion. Inti nyame de na kwan na ye plenty. Yeah. I said I got tired of it, and I had to move on. To me, I know na make can say we are it's not rosy. So when you can't survive. And you're doing yes a cake, no. But you know how to stand. You have your own basic coping mechanisms of standing up for yourself. And you say, you know how to write it and say, hey, SMS is how the way and let's do something about it. And to me, dear, myself sitting here, I don't know, make answer me pono. I'll give another example. We last 2 weeks ago or so, yeah, many measurement penny pie, your unit, your penny pie, your director, your movie. And or can see any exercise been to yeah. Into na make us say you know also COVID no dey and why different like what into your church and I'm can say right and I'm say me chair me supervisor you upon am say hey it just hit me say my 2 books in a COVID period published 2 books and I'm say wow and me catch and say me chrome phone na make us say me ya Rebecca so he the no she's showing off poverty mindset in Sani Adrian yo. And obi krate bebe o mami we tem bia na the book abe post o dwan ye ho twetwe yaso because that's a poverty mindset. And so brony obeka cho say hey you've done well great this that because omo they have an abundance mindset. Me sure say me supervisor na mu no put him the ochoba back or see it's because you are humble. See, that's what they'll say, but the thing is you should be proud of yourself that you've been able to do it. Only baby. And when I make her say, yeah, come for no, make her draw comment here. Or say there's certain conditions to limit one's growth where they fail to recognize they are your corners within a box and start using only one corner. Or say, a one or better or better horse our own fiho. What you must say? A lot of things go on. As you see any niyama. And you know, the prayer points are check. I thought there be you yourself have to take action. Yeah, the prayer yet we are in this victim mentality. No, I am so na say me so until I come against it, blah blah blah. What are you yourself doing about it? You pray, but you also have to take action. Me the say what I've told myself say, and it's not obu okro be encourage you. Oh yeah, what you try auntie to me say do this, do that, Rebecca. And so yeah, the no kwa na o mapo meka so asemesi wabo abaso so hey, say or say and I say. Hey, it is not, it doesn't take anything away from anybody. And yes, because no matter what you do, may say, I wanted something of all the things that I've been through. As you see any control, any oppression, see a person it's now, so now something that has my name on it. And it's this. Besides, no, I didn't do it for anybody. I did it for myself. You can't take it away from me. Do you have power to go to my publisher and Wabakachi and say, oh, mommy, we may publishing a book? And you're gonna near wo. Or no, I'm fine when you see can or no. Now, me crying, I was telling me, bag girl, Penina, want to make catch and say, I can imagine last year now, time I mean, yeah, book copies of books, and they may book about much, they may. Nti na ye kɔ me ba ne fie na ne birthday nti no me command a book nti ɔde kyerɛ ne ba boy panin no wom as he says look grandma wrote a book no hwedin no say wow she say it makes an impression of the kids nti na me catch na say no we would call now the coaches because grandma wrote another book and na say obeka say what do you write about grandma God say it's ni nyina na your impression on the children oh what I say do things that you will be proud Mrs. say exactly. Do things that you'll be proud of. Because you kind of saying sometimes we're in the process we are building, whether it's an organization, a society, be sorry. And so building no be the way back. When him say no way the way back. To a class say supervisor because oh a higher well, we have a lot of people with different talents and it helps make the team. Yeah, be before the yenim sir. Every time, no, it's like obi ba no show bibi the person becomes a threat. Now see a ball to her. Now oko. Oh, afraid yeah, pull your baby akutia so now kwabro for so you can't meet now sir I'm going to warm a pew. Me meet now sir warm a pew so I sorry I'm a team no. You don't want me go anywhere to meet now sir. I mean no. What I'm saying here is that in your life, find something that is yours. Pull down syndrome, sir. Find something that is yours that nobody can take it away from you. I'll say it again. Medina wo books is so nobody can take it away from me. It is not yours. I did it myself. And I can sleep at night knowing that I accomplished something that I wanted to do. Because, and yes, sir, I'll be very, very unhappy. Said dear yawa asase so no say bibi wo bobo ha nyame afre no so onye bibi onimo enso ote ho wa ma excuses amama ena me ni sika oni bibi excuse me o me amete ho no me nka say me sika no etata ho but in family dynamics mu wo ho no mo sika no mu bitua we mu ye we always no You always need to have something that you also can fall on to do your own things. Now, otiho maybe I mean yeah, Juma and a mikro na FM na bema na say yes ya. Ubenya sika bi no waka say ukwa ye bibi say. There be look, we have to grow up. Those fairy tale mentality, it doesn't exist. Media from the stories I made to war, ya worry musem na uti all over no kwana and koye Macy said money is good, but we don't always need money to do everything. Yeah. And koye, you have to like so far journey to better yourself because life now living it's not always about me. Cause bills need to see it. Me kwa mama ba, me kwa mama ba. Just that me kwa mama ba, me kwa sorry. Do something. Do something. If you are happy that way, that's fine, and there's no problem. But if you know, say there's something you should be doing, work on it. Work on it. Yeah. Like I say, you can't take it away from me because I have left a legacy, something for my children and grandchildren to aspire to. Because me me papa and me bad boy they were writing before I came along. It in BB, sometimes there's something that it's in the blood or you have to do it. Or say sometimes applying wisdom and knowledge will open doors for financial breakthrough. And they are not correct. Now, wisdom and knowledge, do we even know it in your Bible apply? Just sometimes we who near maybe in term and as we don't see it at all until your baby are just like that. It may be the real purpose of why we are supposed to be on this earth. And one show yeah, we miss it because earlier names can be say a life without a plan will get lost to see if you don't have a plan. Media, I've said a lot. My concluding comments was that I've always said that we must not just drift through life. Amajo Amajo loves this. Was it true? We can seek from God. Whatever your passion is, just do it. Just do it. Nadia will quote Smopa. Do not be afraid or fearful. Remember that no one has the luxury of time. This period that we are in, Christ should tell us a lot. From last year to now, yes. The time to do anything is not tomorrow or someday in the future. It is now. Stop focusing on yesterday. Move forward. Just do it. If you don't remember anything, just do it. A motto and yet. Sometimes we are so fearful we won't take a step. Oops. My banner, see. We are so fearful we will not take a step. Maybe it's just a simple thing, one little thing that we need to go look into to start something that we need to start. And so motto ho ni fear. Me fred you mem ho kura bi a omobeka say there be say so meanwhile it's just an inquiry, some question be keke. Question be keke that you need to get yourself going. I fear no yen fear mu. That timidity no yen fear mu. Like we are called to more. We are called to more. Because just because you're a woman, don't let the culture define you. Like those roles are there, they are good roles, they are important roles, a mother, a wife, but you have something that you have to be doing. Mamle is a fear, is a deterrent. We all have some level of it, good encouragement. You need to, because one, yes, you'll be stuck and then you won't be happy. At the end, you'll be looking at your husband and resenting him, or the man will be looking at you, the woman resenting you because you didn't allow them, because of you, they weren't able to do this or do that. Your life is in your own hands. So within the confines of a marriage, you discuss and have goals. So, okay, this is what we are going to do. We'll go school at this time and this. We'll be in another family, by dream board, dream quest, say knowing that there has to be an income in the home. They'll make sure say to also bring herself up. No, so no more. But my message is to women. And PMP, Rebecca Washer. It's like me, if I sit here and I'm a catcher or say, Bia, my husband was 100% on board with me right now. Na me boa. because sometimes they don't understand what you are doing or why you want to do what you are doing. They feel say life is just basic. Oh, this, that, now. Now I'm saying, but we have some fire burning in us that I have to move, I have to do it. I can't sit there. And I make us say, me mama cry no. We did 80 something 2 years ago. But sure, you can't say something of International Women's Day. And I make us about the daughters of Zelophehad. And I'm say, was it Miriam too? And I mean, mommy, the last one was me, mommy. And I make us say, will be already 80 something. Da, why you busy? Or come meeting way, or yes, say, or yes, say, no, no, life, ne, kum. And near more, you know. If she hasn't stopped that, then why should I stop? Mm. It is such an maybe me, I made it to Facebook. Yeah, the next day, me call sorry them, they are material and say, you must do something when you are young and not when you are old. And you know, me so 2 years ago, and I may say I saw on Facebook, you see, woman be she had written her first book of poetry at 101 years old. And you know, ask me why I didn't write my book 20 years ago. I didn't have the wherewithal. And maybe probably it was in the year 2000 honeymoon. Me call Toastmasters. And then you have to write 10 speeches or something. I said 10 or 12 pobio. And I made a main, I compete with myself. Me trim me catch them and say, oh, so that way I'm going to do it. I'll make sure say I'll be the first to finish. Me name I'll be first. Into your honor, me see me tree banner catcher me say, bring it home so we publish it now. Say so that time I'm in ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. And so me yeah ready no. And on a baby no me busa me buy na make me Alex me bano. And also mom says saying you've grown stronger in your faith until you have something to write about. Now that time no, you weren't ready. What would you make say? What would I have written about? Into me no. Yes, ya come ya shache. You know, I finally got free. Madame ho. And dear Madame Hono is this. These are my products. And like I said, nobody will take it away from me. And the thing is that words, dear, Eshomu, is not going to stop. And yet you'll be back and I back catch me say, don't write, I won't write again. And now me bube fu says, look, you meet discouragement sometimes from their most unlikely places. Obibe to me can send be actual. One show you crowd one obeka say na me crowd there me you crowd say this say you will stop in your tracks. But thankfully no. You're moving on the spirit that God has put in it. And I don't know what it is. If I go down cry now, I'll come up and say, no, I have to push. I have to finish this. I have to push. Look, this just came out, but I still have stuff I'm working on. So I'm continuing to work on it. Yes. It's just things that I've written and it's there until I'm working on it, filling it in, you know, till I feel that I don't want to, then I'll stop. But so long as I have life and I have breath in me, I will do it. Until for you, whatever your passion is, no, hey, work on it. Don't stop yourself. Look, things happen, but even when they do happen, don't give up. There are days you don't feel like writing. You have to cook. You say, oh, I had these plans. You know, there are days that you wish you were a man, so you don't have to be the one worrying about those things. Yeah, I'm not the kind of crying, but there's always another day until you do it another time. But now say you follow your children or you follow your husband, you don't do what you have to do. One day you'll live with regret. Yes, because your children will go. What will keep you going? Find a passion, find a hobby, do something with yourself. Just do it. So before I end off, I have a lot of people to thank. For those of you who are on here, my great thanks goes to Missy, Mamle, Message, Amajo, Ajodo. I'd like to thank the ladies that I do the programs with, Russell, Boatma Russell and Amajo. On Sunday evenings, we do A Woman's Heart Real Talk based on this book. On Thursday evenings, we do Rise Up Woman. I do that with Amajo. And Tuesdays, I do Practical Nyamisem. I want to thank Miss Ajodo and Mr. Womrekua and Pastor Patience Edwards for coming on to do these broadcasts with us. Yes, you know what? There are times that it's interesting the way the world works these days, because sometimes you think that people or friends or your tribe are people that possibly you have to see physically, but no. These days the world does not work like that. We are all scattered all over the world, yet here we are. We are one big network, as well with the reflections of For a Thirsty Soul, Amajo and Miss Shaila, and also Amma Manson. Thank you so much. She was with us for a lot of the book chats and publicity drives for that book. So I thank everybody. It takes nothing gets done. You can't do anything by yourself. You are not an island. You need people to work with. So God bless all of you. And I hope that it's been an interesting chat. So if you have any comments or any feedback, I know I see your comments here, but if you have anything else you want to share, certainly just pass them on. So with that, thank you. Have a good rest of the week, and we'll be back on Sunday. So we'll put our topic up. Oh, okay. Ajodo, I was going to say, I'm sure that by then some of us will have our books anyway, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Oh, Nanako say, welcome. We are finished though. Just a free beginning. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. Mwah. Love you. Thanks for all your support. Thank you. Miss Sage gets a special mention because Miss Sage was the first person that I ever heard give me feedback about the Reflections for a Thirsty Soul, and that was on one of Amma Manson's programs. So she said she had read the book, and since then, most of the lives she's on here just supporting. So God bless you richly. Thank you. Okay, so with that, have a good night, all. We'll see you on Sunday, God willing. Take care. You too. Happy resurrection. Aminka Obia.